Let's get right into it. Number 9. The Shroud of Turin. The mysterious photo before photography. It's one of the most studied and argued over pieces of fabric on Earth. A 14-foot linen cloth bearing the faint image of a man's body, complete with wounds matching crucifixion marks. Some claim it's the burial shroud of Jesus. Others say it's an incredibly detailed medieval fake. Here's the twist. The image isn't painted, drawn, or dyed. It's burned into the very surface fibers, but only a few microns deep. When scientists examined it, they realized it acted like a photographic negative long before photography existed. Radiocarbon tests place it somewhere around the 13th or 14th century, but the chemistry of the image doesn't match any known art technique from that time. It's as if someone managed to lightly laser etch an image using medieval candles and wishful thinking. To this day, no one can fully explain how the image formed. Some think it's a byproduct of a chemical reaction from decomposition. Others think it's radiation or a kind of natural flash exposure. Basically, it's history's first unsolved photo mystery, and possibly the world's oldest selfie. Number 8. The Iron Pillar of Delhi, the Rustless Wonder. In Delhi, India, there's a 1,600-year-old iron pillar that refuses to rust despite being exposed to rain, heat, and pollution for centuries. Modern engineers looked at it like, excuse me, how? It turns out the ancient blacksmiths somehow created a thin protective film of iron hydrogen phosphate on the surface. Basically, a molecular shield that prevents corrosion. The kicker, no one else managed to replicate that level of purity and stability for over a millennium. While our cars dissolve after 5 monsoons, this pillar stands there like amateurs. It's both a monument and a middle finger to modern metallurgy. Basically, ancient Indian smiths invented stainless steel 1,000 years early, then didn't even brag about it. Number 7. The pyramid's precision geometry gone too far. The Great Pyramid of Giza is over 4,000 years old and still more precisely aligned to true north than most modern buildings built with lasers. Each side's length varies by less than 2 inches. 2 inches over 755 feet. Now, that's either god-tier geometry or aliens. Spoiler, probably not aliens, but it's fun to imagine. Archaeologists believe they used the stars, shadows, and water levels to align everything. But here's the kicker. We still don't know how they moved and stacked millions of limestone blocks weighing several tons each without cranes, without steel, and definitely without OSHA safety standards. Some theories involve massive ramps. Others say counterweights. A few say vibrations or sound levitation, which is ancient code for we have no idea. Either way, those builders had math skills that make modern contractors look like toddlers playing with Lego. Basically, the Egyptians weren't just building tombs, they were flexing on every civilization that came after. Number 6. Roman concrete, the immortal goo. Modern engineers can build skyscrapers that kiss the clouds, yet can't figure out how ancient Romans made concrete that literally heals itself. Yep, that gray gunk holding up the Colosseum. It's been chilling for almost 2,000 years while modern highways crumble after 5 rainy seasons. For centuries, scientists poked at it like, what's your secret, old man? Turns out the Romans mixed in something called quicklime, basically powdered lava, with anger issues. When cracks formed and water seeped in, the quicklime reacted, forming new minerals that sealed the cracks again. Imagine drywall that patches its own holes because it's tired of your nonsense. We rediscovered this by accident in the 21st century, proving once again that sometimes history isn't lost. We just forgot to read the notes. Basically, the Romans built immortal buildings, and we can't even make a phone charger that lasts a year. Number 5. The Antikythera Mechanism. Ancient Greek iPhone found in a shipwreck off a Greek island. This rusty clump of gears looked like junk until someone realized it was a 2,000-year-old analog computer. The anti-mechanism could predict solar eclipses, moon phases, and even planetary movements. All this centuries before the word science was trendy. It's like discovering an ancient smartwatch that still works, except you can't update the OS because, well, time. What's insane is that we still don't know who built it or how they achieved that precision with tools that barely existed back then. Some gears are so fine, modern machinists struggled to recreate them today. Basically, the Greeks built NASA with bronze and vibes, then collectively forgot how. Number 4. Viking Sunstones, the invisible compass. Before GPS, before compasses, before even maps that weren't just go left at the big rock, Vikings navigated across oceans. And they did it using crystals. Legend says they had sunstones that could locate the sun's position even when it was cloudy or foggy. Modern researchers discovered that certain crystals like Iceland spar polarize light, meaning they can reveal the sun's direction when it's totally invisible. It's like sunglasses that give you X-ray vision for weather. The crazy part, archaeologists found fragments of these crystals in Viking shipwrecks, suggesting it wasn't just myth, it worked. Which means Vikings were literally using optical physics to sail blind across deadly seas. So while medieval peasants thought eclipses were demons eating the sun, Vikings were out there doing science with rocks. Number 3. The Baghdad Battery, the accidental power bank. In 1930, archaeologists dug up a small clay jar near Baghdad that looked ordinary until they noticed it had a copper cylinder, an iron rod, and traces of acid inside. Basically, a 2,000-year-old battery. If you pour in vinegar or grape juice, it actually produces a tiny electric current. So, naturally, scientists lost their minds. Who invented it? What did they power with it? Tiny lights? Primitive electrotherapy? Ancient prank calls? No one knows. What we do know is that it predates the discovery of electricity by about 1,800 years. It's like finding a USB-C charger in a pyramid. Some say it was used for electroplating gold. Others think it was just a fancy storage jar that accidentally worked like a battery. Either way, it proves ancient people were either geniuses or really good at happy accidents. Number 2. The Voynich Manuscript, the book that outsmarted AI. Discovered in the early 1900s, the Voynich Manuscript is a 15th century book filled with bizarre drawings of plants that don't exist. Naked women bathing in green liquid and text written in a language no one can decode. Cryptographers, linguists, code reekers, even AI have tried cracking it. The result? Nothing. It doesn't match any known alphabet or structure. Some think it's an elaborate medical text. Others say it's a coded alchemical manual. And a few believe it's an ancient prank, the medieval version of Rick rolling. Whatever it is, the Voynich Manuscript proves something horrifying. Humans have always loved making stuff so confusing, future generations would lose sleep over it. Basically, it's the world's oldest unsolved homework assignment. Number 1. Roman dodecahedrons, the 12-sided mystery. Archaeologists have found dozens of these weird bronze objects all across Europe. 12-sided shapes with holes in each face and little knobs on the corners. No writing, no explanation, no ancient user manual, just hundreds of identical mysteries. Some think they were candle holders, others rangefinders for archers, or maybe knitting tools or ritual dice for very fancy gambling. The truth is, nobody knows what Roman dodecahedrons were for. And that's the fun part. It's like an ancient IKEA part with no instructions, no context, and no customer service hotline. They appear in both military and civilian sites. So whatever they were, everyone seemed to want one. So either it was the ancient world's most confusing fidget toy, or we're looking at a technology so simple we can't even recognize it anymore.